Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining me in this crazy adventure. Man, do I have some really good news for you today, but we're gonna have to do some digging and also some body language analysis. So as you may know, my duty is to bring you the latest news and rumors every day, and as always, all of my sources used in this video will be posted in the description below. And since you're down there already, do me a favor and just leave a comment and just hit that like in the video. It definitely helps me out. I wanted to take this time to thank everybody for showing me love in my previous videos. I definitely appreciate that, and also for subscribing, and if you haven't checked them out yet, then please do so. What are you waiting for? You might be missing an important piece to your puzzle. And oh yeah, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell for notifications, as I will be doing my best to keep you guys informed with the latest news, the latest rumors, and the latest facts. So let's start investigating. Investor Place published an article on January 26, 2021 at 3:04 p.m. with the headline, CCIV stock Saudi PIF keeps hope alive as Lucid merger delays hit shares. CCIV stock is still struggling, but news about a Lucid Motors deal could be coming soon. CCIV and electric vehicle maker Lucid Motors remain in the SPAC spotlight on Tuesday, even as merger delays weighed down CCIV stock. In fact, although CCIV shares are down for the day, a potential ray of hope comes from one Cnbc interview. So what do you need to know about a potential Lucid Motors SPAC merger now? And what is the latest CCIV news? So this is actually one of the reasons why I wanted to make this video, because there was actually a big news that came out from CNBC interviewing someone special. Let's continue reading. To start, investors should make sure they are familiar with the story. Bloomberg reported earlier in January that Lucid was in talks to come public through Churchill Capital. CCIV stock has been on a tear since then, although Churchill and Lucid Motors executives have not confirmed the deal yet. However, yesterday brought a halt to the rally. That is because a new report suggested Lucid merger may face delays. So I talked about 3 potential articles in my last video that could have actually made the dip happen. So if you can see above, I actually suggested the video right here. Take a look at it when you get the chance. Moving on, why? It turns out that Lucid Motors may be in talks with the Public Investment Fund of Saudi Arabia, PIF. PIF holds a 67% stake in Lucid Motors thanks to a $1.3 billion investment it made back in 2019. As a result, this report could be quite consequential for CCIV stock. Writing for WCCF Tech, Rohail Salim said that Lucid Motors is in negotiations to build a second production plant in the city of Jeddah. This news comes as the company preps to deliver its flagship Air EV later this year. Although it has a factory in Arizona, it hopes to scale production to 400,000 vehicles a year. So that is crazy. That's a lot of production. But I do remember that Lucid Motors actually said that they would have only 30,000 vehicles produced by the end of this year, which is understandable because the construction of the factory in Arizona was just completed. As Salim concludes, such a production facility could help Lucid Motors reach those production goals. Investors understandably panicked about a potential delay, especially after sending CCIV stock to the moon. However, an interview today has some bulls feeling quite confident, and here's what you need to know now. CCIV stock in the Saudi PIF. Today, Public Investment Fund Governor Yasir Al-Rumayyan went on CNBC to share how the PIF will reach $1 trillion in assets under management by 2025. As part of the interview, he touched on different investment strategies, including PIF investments in the US and other countries. Host David Faber. Okay, before I continue, I would like to give this side note. David Faber is a very disliked person in the CCIV community. He went live to say that the CCIV and Lucid Motors merger was not going to happen. He did not believe in it whatsoever. Even though a lot of people asked him for his sources and references, he couldn't come up with any answers. But anyway, that's enough with David Faber. If you have been with CCIV since January 11th, you probably already know this story. But if you don't, you should go check it out. It's actually pretty shocking. You can even see that the CCIV stock starts tanking as he's making the announcement. Alright, back to topic. Alright, host David Faber asked the big question. Where do things stand with Lucid Motors? Alright, now let me go ahead and play you the actual video.
You mentioned IPOs, of course. They now include the ability to go public through a SPAC. And I mention that because you are a significant holder of a company that's gotten a lot of people's attention, Lucid Motors. I think you own as much as 67%, having been significant equity in that. Are you in talks with Michael Klein's SPAC, Churchill Capital 4, to take Lucid public?
Lucid is really a great investment. We invested in the company in 2018, and we've deployed $1.3 billion of new cash. We built the factory in Arizona, the head office in San Francisco. We helped the turnaround story of Lucid, which was a good thing. The company will come into commercial production sometime in the either second quarter or the beginning of the second half of this year, which is something we're really proud of. Of course, the next level of such company is to go either for private placement or to go to the market through an IPO or a SPAC. So the company now, through its board, they're evaluating different alternatives, and hopefully we will hear from them soon on the best alternative that they feel like.
Is there one, as the large shareholder, that you favor over others?
I will have to hear the board, and we have some representatives in the board. I'll have to hear from them. I don't think they've come to a conclusion yet. So hopefully we will hear from them soon, and it will be announced.
All right, so what did you guys think? In my opinion, and now this is my opinion only, when a person feels like they're caught red-handed, they start stuttering, they start looking around, and they become really nervous. And it's very, very obvious. Now imagine you being caught red-handed on live TV that is watched by millions and millions of people around the world. So I feel like it's safe to say that this guy actually knows a lot of things about Churchill and Lucid Motors. But obviously he can't say anything due to SEC regulations. So it's understandable, or else it would be completely illegal. But I'm actually rooting for David Faber on this one, because he asked the question that everybody's looking for the answer to. Is the merger going to happen, or is it not going to happen? Should I put in $20,000 more or not? Oh yeah, one more thing. He started deviating from answering the question. He begins to start acting nervous, right? And you may think, no, it's probably the way he talks, or it's probably his accent. No, I would recommend you guys to watch it again, because towards the end, he actually feels a little bit more comfortable and his words are not stumbling anymore. He's not stuttering and he doesn't feel nervous because he's in control of the situation now. Now, I'm not a detective or anything like that. I sort of know how to read body language, but I'm pretty sure there are way more intelligent people who can decipher his body language. So what do you guys think about this? Let me know in the comments below. And if you're a detective, then please go ahead and leave your comments below. I'm pretty sure a lot of people are waiting for that answer. But I want to give credit to Hakan Y for recording this video, which allowed me to share it with you guys. Now back to the article. Before you get your hopes up, know that Al-Rumayyan did not give a conclusive answer. Yeah, I can agree with that. However, he said that at this point, it is time for Lucid Motors to consider the next steps. This means either finding a private placement or coming public through an IPO or an SPAC. He also said that the Lucid Motors board is currently discussing the best options to take those next steps, and he believes the board should have a conclusion soon. So ladies and gentlemen, this is actually a very important quote here, because that could mean a merger might be coming with CCIV or with a different SPAC. And if it's with CCIV, then you can expect the stock price for CCIV to skyrocket immediately. So let's take the hypothetical route. Today, CCIV has had an average stock price of around $23 to $24. Now let's say that Lucid Motors makes the announcement of the merger happening tomorrow. I believe that the price will go from $23 to $50 by the end of the day. But that's just my opinion. So it is very important to start looking at the news about Lucid Motors and CCIV throughout this whole week and the next week. Because Al-Rumayyan did state that a conclusion will be coming soon. And if Lucid Motors does not merge with CCIV, the stock price for CCIV can easily go from $24 to $10 in a matter of minutes. Just remember what happened yesterday. The stock price went from $27 in the morning all the way down to $18. And that was only made because of a delay. Now imagine what would happen if the merger didn't go through. Let's continue reading the article. His answer has many investors hopeful that Lucid Motors and Churchill Capital are just waiting for the right time to announce a deal. That is all CCIV stock bulls are looking for. And that's us. That's me. That's you, the viewer. That is only if you are hopeful that the CCIV merger is happening. Plus, if the Lucid board truly does have news soon, CCIV stock could be headed for another upswing. Yep, that's exactly what I just said. So what should you do here? Consider the advice of Investor Place analyst Luke Lango. He wrote last week that investors should absolutely buy into Lucid Motors. But I remember this article because I talked about it like 2 days ago, since I wanted to give you guys an understanding of what would happen if the merger didn't go through. So this article states, don't buy CCIV stock now, but pounce on the Lucid Motors merger. But that makes sense because we don't know if Lucid Motors is going to merge with CCIV or a different SPAC. Let me just finish this article really quickly. However, he cautions that CCIV stock looks risky on nothing but rumors. Wait for more information, do your own research, and get ready to dive in. Hopefully Al-Rumayyan is right and investors will get answers sooner rather than later. Oh yeah, before I end this video, I did have problems yesterday showing you the Future Investment Initiative website because it was down. And my goal was to show you Andrew Liveris as being one of the speakers in the event. So here we go. And you may remember Andrew Liveris from these two companies. So what do you guys think about today's video and the article that I showed you? Do you think Al-Rumayyan actually knows something that we don't know? Do you think that Al-Rumayyan already knows that the merger is confirmed between CCIV and Lucid? And obviously he can't say anything yet? Do you still believe the merger is going to happen? Let me know in the comments below. And also, detectives, don't forget to answer the questions below. Does Al-Rumayyan's body language mean something? Does he know something? Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that is all for today. Thank you guys once again for joining me in this Lucid Motors and CCIV merging adventure. I know it has been a crazy ride, but we're almost there. Thank you for not making me feel alone in here. And as always, the sources are listed down below in the description for your information. If you did enjoy the video, then please go ahead and leave it a like. And also, don't be afraid of subscribing and hitting the bell for notifications, as it is my duty right now to bring you the latest news, the latest rumors, and also the latest facts that could potentially make you more money or save you from losing a lot of money. So yeah, let's not forget to be patient as we're getting really close to finding out the truth. And as always, don't forget to take a chance.